Good evening, class. How are we doing today?
Good.
Good.
All
Good.
right,
How about
everybody.
you?
Very good. Everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, very good, very good. Thank you so much. All right. Today we gonna our topic is the surface area and volume. All right, surface area and volume. Okay. To your best knowledge, what is the surface area? What is volume? Anybody want to share? All right, looks like people are so shy. So surface area basically, we have if we have a prison, rectangular prison like this, and we counting the area for the surface area for counting how many area are there, right? For volume, actually, we gonna fill in the prison, like we fill in the water, we fill in anything, or fill in this and make it as a the volume. Okay, so here's an example for the rectangular prison, and what is the total surface area of the prison? What is the volume for the prison? So in this rectangular prison, and how many faces are there in total? If we like to count the surface area, how many faces are there?
Is it 8?
Are you sure it's 8?
The faces? What is it?
Uh-huh.
I hate this part of math.
Actually, it's a 6, right?
6.
Let me tell you why it is 6. You have to
Okay.
count
The lines.
top. That's a 1,
Mhm.
and that's a 2, right? Top and bottom, right? And then we're gonna count out here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Mhm.
and 6.
6.
Actually, it's a 6. Is that right? So the
Yes.
total is 6 spaces, right? So
Mhm.
actually, we're gonna finding out the 6 basics of this 6, right? 6 different faces, 6 different area we combine together. Okay, right? So that is the how we find the surface area. Okay. Now what about volume? The volume is actually is we want to have a one piece of paper, and we kind stack up more and more and more and more, and we can volume that will be the volume. Does it make sense to you for everybody? For the concept.
Yes.
If this doesn't make sense to you, then we're gonna how we finding out this. Okay. So basically, here we're gonna count. All right. This is the top, and then this is the bottom, right? So top plus bottom, and then top we have 8 right here, and with 5 here, and then bottom with 8 here and 5 inches there, right? And then plus give it different color. Okay. So this piece actually is 8 by 4. Everybody okay with this piece? 8 by 4, yes or no? And then
Yes. Mm.
next one, this piece, which is 5 by 4 x, all right? And then we're gonna add the other piece on the back right here, which is 4 and 8, okay? 4 and 8. Okay. And then last piece, all right? It is right here. And actually this is a 5, so this is a 5, all right? And this is a 4, so this is a 4, okay? So another piece is 4 and 5, okay? So now we're gonna edit out the total for this. This is a 5 by A, we got a 40. This is a 5 by A, we got a 40. All right. And then this is a 4 by 8, 32. 4 by 5, 20. 4 by 8, 32. 4 by 5, which is 20. All right. So the surface area we added up to the total, it is 184 because this is go to inch. So because this is an area, so we go by inches square. Does that make sense to you for everybody for how we find the surface area? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, what about volume? Okay, volume here. I think some. Okay, volume basically we're gonna find out the fill in the bottom more, right? So actually this is A by 5, right? A by 5 like this. A by 5 like this. That's one piece of paper. And then we have a more paper, have a more paper, have a more paper, or fill in water, whatever it is, right? And then to up to 4 inches, right? So therefore, we have 8 by 5, which is on the bottom, this piece. And let me check another one, color, which is on the bottom for this piece, right? And then times the height, which is 4, right? And we were finding out we kind of piled it out for 4 inches. So therefore we have 8 by 5, which is 40. Okay, 40-inch square for this area. Are you with me? And times 4 inch. Are you with me for this?
Mhm.
So therefore,
Yes.
160, right? So now we have inches square or inches cube. Inches square or inches cube.
Inches cube?
Right, because you have a square and you have an inch, so therefore it is cube. So the volume actually we go by the cube area. So we go by not area, we go by inch. So 160-inch cube. Does it make sense to you why there's a difference between the units for the volume and the surface area? Does it make sense to you why we have the cube? Because of this, we have inch square and times another inch, which is 3. Okay, right here. All right, so that is the surface area and volume for a rectangular prism. Okay, we're taking care of this. Okay, now I would like have you to give you a minute to do this problem. Okay, find the surface area and find the volume. Okay, go ahead and do it. You can start with like a, top, and then we start with the bottom. Okay, find the surface area, find the bottom. Okay, find the volume. All right. Do you have a top is 3 and 4? 3 by 4, yes or no? And then you have a bottom is a 3 by 4, yes or no? Okay. Then you have this one, which is a 3 by 12. So 3 by 12. And then the next one will be 4 by 12. The next one here is right here, which is 3 by 12. The last one will be for this one 4 by 12. Okay, set it up this. So we have 3 by 4, which is 12. 3 by 4, 12. 3 by 3 times 12, 36. 4 times 12, 48. 3 times 12, 36. Plus 4 times 12 and 48. So you want to add it up, the total is 192, because this is go by centimeter. So this one is centimeter square. Does everybody get a 192 centimeter square?
Yep.
All right, very good. So that is the surface area. Now what about volume? Volume actually is, we have find the bottom area and then times the height, okay? So what's the bottom area we have? Actually is we have a 3 by 4. And the height actually is a 12. So we have a 12 times a 12 centimeter square times 12 centimeter. So 12 times 12, 144. Centimeter square times centimeter, which is a centimeter cube. So the full volume is 144 centimeter cube. Did you get this answer? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So next time, you can use the picture like this that helps you to remember. You have the picture. You have find the area of the area 3 million times the height, right? So you can remember how to find out this. Okay. Next, triangular prism, and how we finding out the area for this triangular prism. Again, let me ask you, how many faces are there? How many?
Five.
5, yes, that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, and right here 5. Yes, you're right. We have a 5. Okay, so that's finding out 5. Okay, we give you that's the 1 down here, which is a 4 by 3. The other one is right here, which is a 4 by 3. Okay, 4, the height is 3, and then the base is 3, and height is 4, and the base is 3, and plus this one, 3 by 9, plus this one. Okay, actually, this is a 9, and then this is a 3, so we have a 9 for this. Oh, here we don't have information, is that right? So how can we find information? because this is a 3, this is a 4, right? So we can have a square plus b square because right angle, right triangle. So a, which is a c square, equals c square. So therefore, we have a 4 square plus 3 square equals c square. So we have a 16 plus 9 equals c square. 25 equals c square. Take a square root for both. C equals 5. So this is a 5. Does everybody know, how to find the 5 right here? Okay. And the last piece right here. Let me give you another one color. Maybe using the green. Last one is here. And then which is a 4 by 9. All right. Okay, so now we have 5 areas. So we're gonna add together, to find it out. Okay. All right. So we have, what's the area formula for triangle? Is 1/2 base times height. Plus another one, 1/2 base is 3. Oh, things are write it down wrong. One more time. 1/2 base is 3, height is 4. 1/2 base is 3, and height is 4. Okay. Then we have a 3 by 3 times 9, 27 this one. 9 times 5, 45 for this one. 4 times 9, 36. Right? So this is 3 times 4, 12. 12 divided by 2, 6. Same as here, 6. Plus 27, plus 45, plus 36. So therefore, the answer is 120 inch square, okay? Because this is a base go by inch, okay? So 120 inches square, okay? Now what about volume for this one? Volume for this one, again, see if we have the prism like this, and we find out one area, and we fill in more triangles, and then fill in more triangle there. So we have one triangle area, and then times the height, which is 9, right? So what's the triangle we have? It is 1/2, base is 3, height is 4, and then times height, which is 9, right? So 1/2 times 3 times 4, which is 12. 12 divided by 2, 6. 6 times 9, which is 54 inches cube, right? Does it make sense to you for this one, to finding out the triangular prism surface area and volume? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. So you just remember, if you want to find out volume, okay, you can find out the triangle on the side and then fill in more triangle like this, right? And actually, more triangle like this. So you can find our height and how many of these. That's the 9, right? So you can find out the volume for this. Okay, next one, cylinder. Cylinder. How many faces are there? How many faces are there, right? For this one, how many?
3.
3, very good. So you have 1 for this one, and 1 for the bottom for this one. So I'm gonna write down here. Okay, I'm going to draw right down here. And the third one, if you open it up, if you take a scissor to cut, this, and you find this will be the rectangle. Okay, this will be the rectangle. So actually, this one, what's the area for the circle, which is a pi r square. Remember that for this. Okay, and this one is the other one is a pi r square. And then plus, okay, this is when you open up, when you cut this would be the circumference actually is 2 pi r right here. And then the edge, right? So that is 2 pi r times the edge. Okay, and then that is the formula for this. So since this is a since this is a 4, so therefore we have pi and then 4 square plus pi 4 square times 2 pi r4 is r is 4, and then height would be 6, right? So add together, we have a 16 pi plus another 16 pi, and then this is 2 times 4 times 6, 48. So add together, we get 80 pi centimeter square. Okay, so we can go by the pi. Okay, if the equation does not ask us to convert pi as a 3.14, approximately 3.14, we can leave the answer like this, 80 pi. Okay, and then next, we want to find out what's the volume for this. Get this, and same as this one. All right, on the bottom, this is a like a circle. And you have more circle and more circle and more circle, and you pile it up and you make it as a volume, right? Okay, and then how many of these? So basically, you can see the volume actually is the area on the bottom, and then times the height. Now, area on the bottom right here, which is pi r square, and then times the edge. Okay. Now here, r actually is 4. So we have pi 4 square, and then times 6. So we have a 16 pi times 6. Therefore, we got a 96 pi centimeter cube, because this is a volume. All right. Do you have any question for the cylinder? Let's do another one problem for cylinder, okay? And then for this problem, we have a cylinder on the top and bottom, circle on the top and bottom, and then plus a rectangle. And then actually this is a pi r square for this. And this area is a pi r square for this. And then this is a 2 pi r times h, okay? 2 pi r times h. Okay, now what's the information we have for r? R actually is 7 square. Which is 7 square for this. Now 2 pi r, 2 pi r is 7, and height this time is a 10, right? So we're gonna plug in 10 right here. So we have a 49 pi plus another 49 pi plus 2 times 7 times 10, 140 pi. Add together 238 pi centimeter square. Now, what about volume? The volume is if we find out the bottom area and times the height, right? The bottom area, which is bottom area of this circle is pi r square times h, which is equal pi times 7 square times h. So we have 49 pi times the height. Height actually is 10. So actually it's a 490 pi centimeter because this is volume. So therefore we go by cube, okay? All right, everybody okay with that for cylinder?
Yes.
All right. I think that if you do the problem like what I, just do different pieces of area and put together, that would be more meaningful, okay? Instead of just plugging the formula. I think that would be easy for children to understand, okay? Pyramid. All right. Now, pyramid, how many faces are there? How many? How many did you see? One, two, three, four, five. Did you see 5?
Yes.
All right. So let's count, okay? The bottom, this is the one we have on the bottom, okay? Now the bottom we have is this, 10 by 10, right? The next, we'll count, because this is a 12 from here to there, right? And then we're looking for what's the height for this. So did you see this is a right triangle here? So here we have a 10, and then we have a 5 for this because of half of this. So this we're gonna use the Pythagorean theorem to finding out this. We use the Pythagorean theorem to finding out this. This is a 12, this is a 5, right? So a squared plus b squared equals c squared, right? So that's the a, that's a b. So a squared 5 squared, b squared 12 squared equals c squared. So we have 25 plus 144, which is 169. Now take a square root for this. So we have a 13. So this one is a 13, okay? So we have a 1 triangle like this, and bottom is a 10, and height is a 13. So 13 right here. Okay. Okay, so now we find one triangle. What's the second triangle? Yes, second triangle right here. The same, it's a 10, it's a base, and the height is 13. And then next one is also 10 on the bottom right here, and then 13 the other side. The last one is 10, and then 13 again. All right, so we have information for this, then we can calculate this. 10 by 10, 100. Then we have 4 triangles there. One have base times height, plus one have base times another height, plus one half times height. and plus 1/2 base times height. Okay. So we have 100 plus 65 plus 65 plus 65 plus 65. The answer will be 360 inches square. Okay, so that is the area for the pyramid. Okay. Now, what is the volume for this? Volume for this is actually, if we find out the rectangular prism like this, all right, and we times 1/3, and which is a pyramid. Okay. Now, rectangular prism, we finding out the volume, which is we have a base is 10, height is this area actually we have to find it at the bottom. The bottom area is 10 by 10, right? And then times the height. Height actually is 12. And times 1/3, and which is the pyramid. So we have 10 times 10, 100. 100 times 12, which is 1200 times 1/3. So therefore, the volume is 400 inch cube. Okay. So that is the area for the pyramid, and that is the volume for pyramid, and also the surface area for the pyramid. Okay. Next problem is the cone. Okay. And then we have a formula for this, all right? And then formula for the volume for the surface area is a pi rs plus pi r squared. And volume is equal 1/3 pi r squared h. Okay. So here is example. We want to find out what's the cone for the surface area. So the cone, how many faces are there? Actually is 2, right? One for this, and the other one is on the bottom, which is a circle. Okay. So we have pi rs for this one, and then pi r square for this one. So we have pi times r actually is right here, 3. S actually we have to use the Pythagorean theorem again to find out this. This is a 3, this is 4. So we use the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, c squared, which is s squared. So we have 9 plus 4, 9 squared plus the 4 squared. We have a 3 squared, which is 9. And then plus the 4 squared, which is 16, which is 25. And take a square root for both. S is equal 5. So this is a 5. Okay. So this is how we find the S. Use a Pythagorean theorem. And that is 5. And then plus, this is a pi times r squared. R is a 3 squared. We plug in information here, 415 pi. Get it of the total. So 24. So this is a 24 pi meter, because this is a meter, so this is a meter square. What about volume? Earlier we talked about here, volume actually is right here. It is 1/3 pi r square h. Okay. And then I'm gonna fill in the information 1/3 pi, then which is a 3 square, which is a 9 pi times 4. So the answer will be 12 pi meter cube. Okay, so taking care of the cone. Next one is sphere. Sphere here we have a surface area 4 pi r square, and then we have a volume for this. All right, volume is a 4/3 pi r cube. Okay, so in this example, if with the surface area the radius is 5, then what is the surface area for this? Surface area actually is 4 pi r squared. So we have this 4 pi, and then 5 squared is 25. So 4 times 25, 100. 100 pi centimeter square, right? And what about volume? The 4/3 pi, and r actually is a 5 cube. So we have 4/3 pi times 125. So actually is 4 times 125, we have 500. 500 over 3 pi, and then centimeter cube. Okay, so that is the volume for this. Okay. All right, some of the here are some of the application problem I like to share with you, and then I like to ask you how we solve the problem like this. Let's say we have a problem like this. This is ice cream cone. All right. How can we find a surface area for this? Anybody? If we have ice cream cone, how can we find a surface area for this? Right. A surface area for this one actually is what? 2 pieces. So we have break it down 2 pieces. It's one on the top, right? Like this. On the bottom, right here. And then right here. And then this is actually this is one half of sphere, right?
Okay.
and this is a cone, right? So defining out one have a sphere and then plus this area, and that will be the surface area for this, okay? And what about volume? Yes, the volume is the same. Defining out the volume for on the top for this sphere, and finding out the volume for the bottom for this is for this cone, and then you can find out the volume for this. Okay. All right, I think so. This is the lesson for today. Do you have any questions so far? Pretty much this lesson, we have a lot of formula to plug in, okay? So do you have any questions so far for
I do not.
today? Okay. Yeah, actually this lesson, we have a lot of formulas just plug in, okay? So I think, if you find a formula and then you should be okay for doing the problem, okay? Do you have any questions so far? All right, if we do not have any questions, and then I think so today we are here for today, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.